KGCT 8's Tom Fontaine caught up with legendary songwriter and singer Sheri Swartz while on the KGCT 8 road trip in New Braunfels, Texas, attending the Songbird Music Business Conference.
It's the KGCT 8 News Road Trip. We are at the venue in New Braunfels. It is the Sheri Swartz Music Business Conference. And wow, what a conference, Sheri. This has really been a good deal.
It has actually, not because I just put it together, but because of all of you being here. I wouldn't have this conference if it wasn't for people like you and all the vendors. Y'all, we sold out. We sold out on the second annual.
Wow.
And we had a few people that things happen in life, car accidents and things like that. But for the most part, everybody came. Everybody's enjoying it.
Yes.
They're having a lot of fun, and they're learning something.
Let me ask you this. So this is your second one.
Yes.
How did you come up with the idea to have something like this?
So the history of, in a nutshell, getting back into the industry after 20 years, because I was out for a while and through illness and stuff. And when I got back in, as I mentioned earlier, it was like the Twilight Zone. It was like something from another world. I didn't even know what an MP3 was. I didn't know how to talk to anybody because the world changed in 20 years. And so I started doing micro at my house, little moms and pops and people would come and I would like, let's learn, like, let's see what we're doing. So I started doing this, and finally one day I said, my gosh, this is exhausting. I said, what if I just rented a little place? It was supposed to be just like a little hotel room and bring 20 people.
Right.
Well, I don't know how to do anything small because my 17 years I've been a wedding coordinator, and actually a fun story is one of my VIPs that are here, I actually married him and his lovely wife, and that is the Eagle sponsor here today, which is Lewis Randall and his bank. So isn't that funny how life, we ran into each other at an event, and we just had the best connection, and it was wonderful. And then we kind of started spawning and talking about it, like getting sponsors. How would I do that? How am I going to pay for this $5,000 adventure out of my pocket?
Yeah.
First year, I did. I came up with a strategic plan. I thought, well, I love the venue, and I thought, I want to do something grandiose. So if you're going to do it, go all in, right? Jump in and do it. And that's what I did. And I didn't know if anybody would come, but the Field of Dreams?
Yeah.
What's the famous
Build
line?
Build it and they will come.
Build
and they
it
sure
and they
did.
will come. And they did. And then I said, well, that was fun. I taught everybody I know. All my artists are smart now. Everything's good. Then I ran into Buzz Russell and his wife. They're with the Santa Fe radio station 99.1. And we were at a different event. And he said, when's next year's? I said, what?
Wasn't bargaining for that.
There is no next year. He's like, what? There's got to be a next year. So I started thinking, could I put it on again? Like, who would come? Right? Who would come?
Right.
I've already done it. I don't know what it would. And sure enough, I start promoting and talking to people. Next thing you know, here we are today, Saturday, August the 8th, 2026. I had no idea that it would be something that would just take a life of its own. But the key is that people need it, right? People they're craving that education and that understanding the music business side.
Right.
We all know how to play a song. We all know how to write a song. I'm talking in the industry, right? We're artists, we're songwriters, but that's not the end game. The end game is just the beginning of the game.
Right.
Right? You got to learn the business side of it to figure out how to get the songs out there. How do you get paid? What do you do? How do you meet Tom on Text Red Music? How do I get an interview? And that's what the goal is. In the heart of what I do is I want to help people understand and have, my famous line is living your best life.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to help people live their best life in the music business.
Well, you're sure doing it. I'm telling you, she has artists, she has industry people from the charts, from the radio, and they're telling all the secrets, all the tips, everything they do. And I got to tell you, I was really impressed with Bubba Wesley.
Yes.
Because he didn't sugarcoat it.
No.
He wasn't the grumpy, you'll never make, but he didn't sugarcoat anything.
No, it's
and
hard.
When you look at Bubba, he's made it. 3 back-to-back number ones.
Yes.
His albums, his live performances. You don't think about him grinding still. He's still grinding as hard as anybody.
Every day. He wakes up and grinds hard, and he's till the time he wakes up, puts his feet on the ground till the time he goes to bed.
Right.
And that's why he tries to tell people. But that's why he's getting promoters. He's getting people to sponsor him. He's getting people out there. But it's an everyday thing. And I think that's the key. Like he said, You're either in it or you're not.
Right.
You can't be 1 foot in and be successful. You got to be in. And it is a business, and it is hard. It is hard. It's a hard business to break into. But see, on a side note of that, I like to remind people, your success is not somebody else's success. My success as a songwriter, I'm an artist too. I'm a Christian recording artist, and I have my albums out. But I joke and I tell people, I sing for Jesus, but I write for the heathens. I'm sorry I said that loud. Nobody that I love is a heathen. But it turned into a funny thing.
Oh, I love a lot of
isn't that funny? And I was like, I said that on a Christian podcast. It just comes out of my mouth because she was questioning, aren't you the same Sheri that wrote, Honky Tonk? And I'm like, well, I am. And I saw where she was going with that. But here's the thing. It's a gift is a gift is a gift. And you should not pigeonhole yourself. And that's what Bubba, you got to own yourself. And when you reach that pinnacle of what you think is your success, then you own it. And you're happy. You don't have to be the next whoever. You need to be the next you.
Right? Love it, yes. And
Yes.
Look, I got to tell you, I mean, from the breakfast to the lunch, can't wait for dinner. The
It's going to be
food
fabulous.
has been fantastic.
Yeah,
The
thank
venue's
you.
great. Everything has been top notch. And I'm telling you, if you want to learn the business from an artist, from a DJ, from the people that do the charts, from Sheri, the business aspect of it, everything. So that leads me to this question: when's number 3?
Oh my gosh. I would say, thinking about it, like if I think that you would come back, if I know people want to come back, if I know, because it's a labor of love.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a lot of people ask me, how much money are you making off of this thing? I make $0. I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting, I'm not being a weirdo when I say that. It's the truth. I'm not doing, this is my gift back to God. This is my gift of service
You're
to
going to
people.
love this. I was talking to Stephen Connolly, our friend from New Jersey. We were interviewing him.
Yeah.
And I said, think you got your money's worth? He goes, on the food alone.
Yeah.
So-
Jesus Barbecue, giving them a plug. They
Oh,
are
man.
fantastic. Breakfast, lunch, and
Outstanding.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when it gets time to announce, we'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
Make plans to be here. If you have any inkling to be in the recording industry, an artist,
Yes.
maybe in the record rep, whatever, this is where you need to be. Sheri Swartz, thank you so much for stopping by. Continued success to you.
So much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
KGCT 8.